Hey guys, it's me, Usagi, and I'm back with another video. This video is me interesting. This may be a theory video on the Pastra, what's gonna happen with this, between the forward step. Well, I think it's gonna, the next ARG is gonna be about. Because we know it's gonna be about Dreams of Sonic, we know what the ARG is about, but I feel like since we all know it's the whole story of the ARG already, unless like he's going to add more to it, to that story, I feel like there's more to this, and that if he wants to, I don't know if he does or not, but he might try to combine them. So I want to have a theory for this. Something I want to say before I get into this theory is that the content I'm doing now, I want to actually try to start doing, like theories and doing ARGs, because it's really fun actually. I never have done an ARG before, or at least one like this. And if it was more like this, like Pastra, where like it was drawing, it had drawings in it, had monsters, it had cool voices, a very talented person behind it, I would like to do it. So if you guys know any ARGs like this, I would love to do things and try to do theories on them. Even if the old and people already figured out what's going on, I still like to do it. It'd be pretty fun. Anyways, I don't know, I'll keep looking. But the most content I do is gaming, like I'm planning to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke soon and some other stuff. And I like doing action videos too. So if you guys like enjoy my content, and you're excited, if you want to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke, you want to see like new active scary stuff, just all kinds of stuff. I'm all over the place. If you want a random YouTuber and you're bored and you want some new random YouTuber, I'm here. I plan to do reviews on anime killers, I'm trying to do reviews on scary games. I'm gonna do a bunch of shit. But I just gotta get all the shit together. But with the recent like love for my past video, that one I said I solved Late Man's Game, it made me really happy. Like to see that I got that many views. Maybe I feel like I could have done something better, but getting that many views shows that I at least have a chance to kind of blow up. So I'm excited. It made me kind of excited to see that I finally hit a line mine on what I feel like is fun for me. So I will do stuff like this. I want to start react to scary stuff and stuff like that, because he's like, it's very popular. But I also want to do my own thing where it comes to playing games. You guys enjoy my personality. So it'll be stuff like this age, or maybe stuff like games. So if you guys like both of those things, or you may just like one of them, stay in tune. I'm coming with a new game video, and then I'm probably gonna find some scary game videos that like FNAF thing or something. I don't know, figure it out. But if you guys are excited, stay tuned. Anyways, we'll get this now. The theory I'm coming up with here, this is a Pastra theory, is that Link Man, and okay, in the ARG story, this is something I don't feel like looking for the video right now because it took me a long time to find that video and the failed the whole thing. But let me give you a little rundown on what happened in the story. The main character of Dreams of Sonic, the original ARG, Dreams of Sonic, from what Pastra said, from what people gathered, is that Clyde and Winfrey were the main characters, and they were observing people. They were, they are a type of race I can't remember the name of, but it starts with a V. I think it's Vanguard or something like that. I can't remember. We can't remember, to be honest with you guys. I probably should have more research. But getting the rundown, I know I just didn't know the story because it was really cool. I actually really liked Dream of Sonic. Like, when I said I was really excited for the video, I meant it. I was really excited for Dream of Sonic. I like the character design. I like the story. It's really fun. I really want to see it. But we're going to continue now. What we should do. The basic rundown of the story is that Winfrey and Clyde were his own people. Winfrey one day absorbed a music producer, which is why he got the name Winfrey. But these other ones like them, but these ones are not as main. But if you watch the secret video, you can see those ones. I don't remember all the names, but I know a good amount. It's Jack and Box. There's Clyde Winfrey, and that's Klaus, and that's the only ones I can remember off the top of my head. That's only that's not the whole six. There's six of them. There's and two in each group, so it's 3 groups. But in the total, there's 6 of them. But the main ones we focus on are Clyde and Winfrey. One day, Winfrey's his own people, and it's someone named Linkman. We probably got to say a little bit. How Clyde and Linkman know each other is that Clyde absorbed the Linkman's father's mind. And when that happens is that they become mindless. Basically, not even who they are at this point. They're not even who they are. They're just mindless husk of who they used to be. So, since that is how it is, to be sad, you basically just say his father died. Basically, at that point, his father was not even who he is. The father he knew was gone. So, Lightman wanted to find more about these creatures, and in that situation, he made a song that was focused on that kind of situation where you become mindless hugs. Because he was curious how this thing worked. He knew a monster did it, but he said maybe it's just he basically just did that. He just did that, and I thought it would be a lot interesting because most people would be sad, but we interested in logic. I think if once we get more of the little rundown, you'll understand why Lakeman is the way he is, like why he would do that instead of mourning his father, because Lakeman's not a good person at all. Like, Lakeman in the story was fucked in the head. Like, I get the monster on it, but what he did to Winfield was pretty messed up. Winfield was not that bad of a monster. Like, he was doing what he had to do. Like, it's like how we eat animals. Monsters do what they do. It's sad, but like, it's as bad as people make it. I don't know. I'm kind of defending monsters, so it's kind of stupid. And also, monsters that literally takes monsters away. It doesn't even kill them, so it's kind of like they don't get mossy. But anyways. But Winfrey also, it just seemed like he overgorged on people. So from what I got, he was kind of just eating when he had to eat, and that's it. So it wasn't as bad. I don't know. But anyways, Winfrey, out of all the monsters, Winfrey was not that bad. He was not that bad as a person. As a monster, I guess. He wasn't the worst. Klaus, on the hand, was the worst, in my opinion. What Klaus did was, oh my god. Anyways. With Winfrey, he got captured one day, because Lakeman set a search party out for him. Because they've been hearing missing cases and also cases where like someone's lost. So Lakeman said in the first part, they captured Winfrey and he started torturing him. Oh, Lakeman started torturing him. Lakeman started torturing him, tried to figure out how the thing works. It's more like not to get answers, just to figure out how the body works, how it works, and all that shit. And used him as a kind of like a guinea pig on doing new studies and stuff like that. Like example, in one situation, he did 6 people, and only 2 of them got out of this. They got out of this good. The other ones lost all the memories. But basically, Winfrey would absorb everyone's bad memories, like bad thoughts and bad mechanisms, so they could become normal because they were insane. Didn't work out. Only 2 people got out better. They don't really say if it's like unscathed, like they didn't get some bad effects about it, but we all know is that 4 of them will just become monsters after that. So they kept it up until one day. My Lakeman's getting them, since Lakeman's been near Winfrey for so long, it's starting to affect his mind because since they're mind creatures, they can trigger someone's sight, the brain, and everything. They can basically control your sight and hearing. That's kind of how they work. They are very good at manipulating your vision, and so you can't really trust what you see. And one day he's coming into his office, and Clyde comes in. And Clyde kills him. So yeah, Clyde kills him. Not like death, more like suck his memories out, but you get the point. So he lands on the ground, basically at that point, just like slugs. And Clyde goes to Winfrey, and Winfrey, he says Winfrey, but since Winfrey's pissed, Winfrey's like actually mad because he just went for all this torture, he kind of loses it and sucks all the people in Asylum's mind. From my now also fun fact, Winfrey's the only completed monster from our knowledge, so he's the only completed one. When Winfrey does that though, he does like he takes of the memories. Winfrey, after that, goes to basically kills. He basically mentally kills everybody in that song. Everyone there is basically like mad at that point. And Winfrey becomes a monster because he became an actual monster. He's not, because something about these creatures when they absorb memories they become more human-like. There's only one exception. There's one monster that's not like that. Other than Winfrey kind of messed his mind up because he just always messed up people in the head, like the asylum victims. So it's kind of like, his head's messed up now. He's just an animal at this point. He just hears too many voices that messed up his head. Which is sad because Winfrey actually was a very interesting character because he actually liked music a lot. Because the one of the people he saw was a music producer. So he really liked music. It's really nice. I liked Winfrey's definitely an interesting character. And you wonder why, we'll continue now because I'm at this point. After that, also, the one example is this crow. I think it's called a flock. Yeah, I'm getting double. Flock is like basically the other one with him and his little partner group. Flock, basically he didn't like killing humans. They don't do that to humans. So he forced Flock to absorb crows instead, which is definitely interesting. It's a very interesting premise, which makes them two my favorite group because I love Clyde's design a lot, but those two have an interesting kind of bond and kind of thing. It's kind of like a motherboard kind of attitude to him. He protects him, the other one. And it's really interesting. Anyways, now we got that out the way. With that out the way, we continue now. After that, this is basically it. It's that Clyde basically controls them. He's the leader at this point, and he uses Lightning voice to scare him. Now, this is my theory on this now. if he considers combining them. And you might question, why is Lightman like this? From what we got, Lightman in this version, like this ARG we just did, it's not connected to Clyde at all. Like they're not connected to his. But since you brought up the Dream of Insomniac, I have a theory that he's gonna connect them. But how could he do that since Lightman is technically a husk at that point and will actually Dream of Insomniac? Unless he changes some things up. My opinion is that Clyde and Lightman are the one and the same. When Lightman takes over, we might see Lightman, but it's actually Clyde. Which it's kind of, I know this is far-fetched, this is really stringing home, trying to get the home one. But my theory why this is because of this. This is his new background. Like, after this whole Lightman situation, he had a new background. What was this? It was like the, Pastra thing. It's basically, that's Lightman, and that's Clyde. Now, they're together. Wouldn't it be weird, though? Because the whole point was for Clyde to take over. Like, Clyde was supposed to be the main mascot again. He is, though, technically. He is technically still the main mascot. But also he's not, because Lightman's still there. So anyway, Lightman got what he wanted. Same for, but then Pastra got what he wanted. So in that theory, I think Lightman and Clyde are the same. The reason why Clyde can use Lightman's voice is because Lightman's in his head still. When they talk about Winfrey, he said he has voices in his head of the past victims. Which would mean that Lightman could be inside Clyde's head. Explains why Clyde's the way he is now. It would make sense why he's the leader by using Lightman's voice, because Lightman knows what scares Winfrey, and Winfrey is right now the strongest from what we got, since he is the full, he's completed. So my theory is that, and everyone seeing this ARG, is that we want to figure out Clyde is either has another personality that is Lightman inside his head, or like it is confirmed that Lightman did affect his personality from what he used to be a more kinder one. He's more of an asshole now. From what we got. He still was small. He still was pretty small, but he was never like a monster like bullying the people. And that's when he bullies. Like he's a dictator. Like if he wants something, he'll use Lightman's voice to scare them into doing it. That's kind of what Clyde is. That's why I'm trying to assume that Lightman's slowly taking over Clyde's mind, and slowly is becoming. It's not gonna be fully Lightman, because Lightman's probably dead in that kind of concept. Is that his mind's gone. But I feel like that Lightman still has a presence inside Clyde's head, and it became a personality. So when Clyde and Lightman both were, I don't know, this sounds really far-fetched, now I'm saying it, but like, my theory is that Clyde and Lightman, that Clyde has a personality of Lightman inside his head, and the reason why he can use Lightman's voice is because when that happens, Lightman, like, is inside of him. He still has Lightman's memory, so he can do that. So that theory, I feel like Lightman's inside, Lightman and Clyde are the one and the same as. That's why Lightman looks the way he does. He's not human. Like Lightman's supposed to be a human in that story. So why would Lightman be like, you know? It could be because he did the different Lightmans. One's a monster and the other one, James Sonic, is a human. But I have a theory about that. Is that Lightman either became, we don't know how these monsters are created. We know that it's like a big god creature monster. My theory is that Lightman might be a new version of it, because it's hard to explain. It's so confusing how I'm kind of just losing my mind here. Either Lightman is inside Clyde's head and can control Clyde once in a while, like control him, kind of like a split personality kind of thing of Clyde and Lightman. That's what I think has happened. Or either some point in that new story, Lightman's gonna become one of these monsters, and I actually would really like to see that. It'd be really cool to see Clyde see the one he killed, and if Lightman remembers him, it's gonna be awesome battle. Because we also fight that situation. Because we've never seen one of these monsters fight each other, so it'd be interesting to see how it would work. Anyways, also we know it's not easy to kill them. They can't be killed by no means, from what we got. So my theory is that Lightman is either inside Clyde's head and is a multiple personality of Clyde, like another personality inside Clyde's head, or Lightman's going in this future of Junior Sonic is going to be become one of these monsters. That's my theory. It's stupid, and theory's not supposed to make sense, but from what this picture's telling me, and from what this came up with, I feel like they're gonna connect it somehow. There has to make sense why Lightman's like this. Or, it would make sense to use Lightman then. It wouldn't make no sense to use Winfrey or something like that. Because Lightman's a human in that story. And he's dead. So Lightman's not like a main focus. Once he's dead, it's kind of just over. So why would you use Lightman as like the face? Use Winfrey, use Winfrey. Winfrey's a poor example. Use someone that's still alive in a story that's gonna be continued, unless Lightman was gonna be he's gonna be more part of it. Either he's gonna not die, or he's gonna become something. He's gonna be a personality or a monster. Why I think that's because it wouldn't make sense to use Lightman otherwise. Unless you just like Lightman's on. Again, this is theories. They don't have to make sense. They could be a logical reason, but like yeah, Lightman's just I like Lightman's on. There you go. Because I do too. I like Lightman's on. So it makes sense that you'd use him. Also, he's easier to draw than some others. Actually, is he? Now I think about it, no. It depends how you look at it, I guess. I mean, it depends. I don't draw, so I wouldn't really know. I like stories more. But yeah, that's my theory, guys. I don't want to make this too long because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch this. My theory is that if you guys agree or have your own theories, put them in the comments. We can, if we get enough, I'll try to talk about my opinion on these theories, and I don't know, we can discuss those theories and see if they have some ground. I'm gonna study it, and we can come as a community and figure out what Pastra's plan next. That's what I want to do. I want to come as a community and try to figure out. Because I'm still going to, if Pastra does anything new, I'm still going to cover it and shit because it's really fun. I like watching his content. As you can see, I'm not joking about that. I do watch his content. So, some of these, I don't watch these as much. I only like the reactions as much, but yeah, this one I never seen actually. I mean, I'm not that old. But yeah, I watched it from this, and then kept on going for every video that wasn't involving reactions. I thought it was kind of interesting. I did watch from the beginning sometimes because it did have secrets in them. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling. Not the point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm planning to make out some more videos. I hope you guys are excited for those. See you guys later. Usagi out.